Hey everybody, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to please the algorithms. And also remember that my Patreon supporters got to see preview images, work in progress shots, and high resolution images. Links are below. Hello out there! This is Wake Angel 2001 coming at you with a commission for Shadamyfangirl. It is Dr. Finitevus, everyone's favorite megalomaniacal mad scientist echidna man. Oh man, this takes me way back. You know, I haven't actually made a Dr. Finitevus figure for almost a decade. He was the second ever custom figure that I ever did, way back when it was still a time when Jazzwares just wasn't making any bad guys for the Sonic line. Man, that's a long time ago. And I really have come pretty far, haven't I? And you know what? I don't think that the writers have actually forgotten about Dr. Finitevus, because the new Dr. Starling character from IDW Comics, he actually reminds me a lot of Dr. Finitevus. And some of his early concept art actually looks a lot closer to Finitevus as well. If you've seen his concept art in the latest issue, you see that some of them even featured him having dreads, so he actually looks similar to an echidna. But yeah, based on his color scheme and his overall personality, he really does remind me of Finitevus. The day may come that I have to make this guy pretty soon. But we're not talking about Dr. Starling, we're talking about Dr. Finitevus, so let's go ahead and make his toy. The base figure to make Finitevus is of course going to be Knuckles, because he's an echidna with an almost identical build, so who else is it going to be, right? Although I would swap out the hands and the feet. The hands from a Wave figure and the feet from a Tails. Just because Tails' feet are a better shape, and, you know, Wave has fingers. So starting with the head, it's being able to separate the dreads from the actual face part simply makes for a better painting on both sides. And he has a little pair of glasses made out of my 3D pen. I gotta get my 3D printer up and running, but you know, the 3D pen is how I can freehand it. So Dr. Finitevus's scalp, as it were, is basically all just white with these stripes on. Although that little spiral pattern in the diamond on his forehead was one of the most difficult things that I had ever done. It actually took 3 tries. So reconnected, you have basically Dr. Finitevus's head. He's a pretty interesting repaint, but aside from the little glasses, it is just a repaint. Of course, the arms and legs actually required extra sculpt work. This time, he has those 4 rings that go on his wrists and calves. And this time I actually was able to sculpt all 4 without compromising the knee joints. Unfortunately, he loses wrist and ankle articulation because I couldn't, keep them free. But, this means that we have, at least I got the look right, is what I'm trying to get at. The body, likewise, is just painted white, and he has that little belt buckle with the crescent moon shape. Although, I really did try, but I could not make the cloak. It just has to do with the way that the Knuckles figure's arms thread through his 2 front dreads. It's just not possible to fit the cloak in there. I even tried like using magnets to make like a removable cloak thing, but everything is just too tight. There's no room to maneuver in there, and there's just no room for the cloak to go in. If I'm gonna make a Dr. Finitevus with a cloak, I'm gonna need a completely different head sculpt. Huh. You know what? Looking at my Sonic Boom Knuckles figure, it looks like Boom Knuckles' head would be good to do it, because since his dreads come farther forward to accommodate his larger chest, if you stuck that head on this body, then it might actually have room to put the cloak in. Huh. I don't know. I had to try that again at some point in the future, but it could be rather difficult considering how the Tomy figures can't be taken apart so easily. But that's just something to think about for the future. In the meantime, this is another Dr. Finitevus figure, and cloak or not, I actually feel that I managed to capture his look a lot better this time than I had before. Like, the rings on his arms and legs are all properly put in there, and I really got the red circles around his eyes. Like, this guy he just has kind of an interesting design. Very, I don't know, like, I don't know, it's not about the lines on his head. It's simple, but it's still cool looking, Alright, so, this has been Wake Angel 2001 coming at you with another custom figure. and we will see you next time.